Joe, did you hurt your eye? Someone with your eyes again?
Yeah, just a little irritated, so just protecting him from the light.
Just from last season, what happened?
No.
Just serious? Just period?
No, it wasn't. I didn't play staff pickup today either, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's not a pickup injury.
Who will start in place of Derrick?
Al?
And are you kind of intrigued to see Al and how he fits with the other four?
I mean, not really. I mean, I think we've shown possessions of playing double big throughout the year. We got to it a lot in the Knicks game. We've gotten to it in a few possessions during Al's first stint. And so I like what we've had in that, from as far as our offensive execution and our rebounding on both ends. So to me, it's just an opportunity for us to, work on that, because we're going to have to go to it in certain lineups.
Do you know if Derrick will be back for Monday?
I don't know.
He's only missed a game before the birth of a child. What can you speak to his Iron Man and just his want to be out there?
Yeah, I mean, like most of our guys, you can just count on them. They're always available. They want to play. They love competing. And so when you have guys that you can rely on, it just kind of makes it easy to prepare.
For Al, you've talked a little bit about his sacrifice going to the bench. How do you feel like he's overall acclimated to that role for this year, and what have been the adjustments you've seen he's needed to make in that role?
I'd say the biggest adjustment is just guarding different coverages in the second unit. So most second units are a little bit smaller, they play a little bit faster. And so, we've gone with some different defenses with him in there as opposed to being in there versus first unit guys. But from a mentality standpoint, I think he's handling it really well. I think he's flourished in it. And, one of the things that sticks out is he's crashing at like one of the highest rates that he has in his career. And that's given us a lot of extra possessions, the time when he's on the floor. And so just grateful that he's buying into the role that we need for us to be great.
What does he give you tonight in this matchup that made you go in that direction?
I would say that. I would say with our double big lineup, it's kind of a compare and contrast of two styles, right? They're going to play probably smaller and look to switch us more and kind of be physical and get underneath us. And, this would be the first time that we've played against switching in different defenses for the most of the game. So how we combat that kind of with our physicality, the way we screen, and then, our ability to rebound on both ends.
Derrick isn't playing tonight, but just through the first 4 games of the season, what are your general impressions of the starting 5 in terms of pace, ball movement, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think our shot selection's been good. I think the one thing that we've gotten off to a great start, all 4 games, and so we've played at a high level from the beginning of the game, and that's kind of what you have to ask for. So we've executed, and then we've competed defensively really well.
You won't see Ben Simmons tonight, but what have you kind of seen from him through the first 5 games of this year? How has he looked to you?
Just an identity of, he kind of knows what he is and what he's doing. He's kind of back to making those plays in transition, finding those cross matches, getting those transition flips, DHOs, outlet passes, and so they obviously play with a quicker pace when he's there. They'll try to probably do that tonight in a different way. But you can kind of tell he's kind of getting back into, what he is as far as how he can generate offense for his teammates.
Joe, after emphasizing defense throughout camp, the offense has been off the charts. What do you like best about that side of the ball, and how are the two kind of playing into each other?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing that I've always tried to stress is they're both, one can't be good without the other. And so, we kind of talked about that against Indiana. And tonight's the same thing. Like, our transition defense starts with our offense. How we're spaced, do we take care of the ball? Do we make the right play? These guys like to have active hands. They overhelp. They like to get after it a little bit. And then defensive end, can we rebound to where we can get out in transition? And so what I like about our initial offense is our spacing is really good, our shot selection is good, and just our floor balance as far as how we get each guy the ball where they want to be effective. Our guys are really aware to how they're doing that together.
Joe, are you guys taking enough threes?
I couldn't tell you how many we're taking. I know we're posting more.
Is that a good thing?
It is. As long as we go down there and make the right play and we attack, we keep our spacing. If our spacing's right and we make the right play out of it, sometimes I think posting can just lead to one-on-one. But the way, the thing I like about our post-ups is they've led to a variety of things. They've led to one-on-one, they've led to offensive rebounds, they've led to kick-out threes. And so it's kind of given us a different dynamic, which I like the physicality that our guys are playing with down there.
You talked about wanting to force more turnovers. How do you feel like that's gone? It feels like the number's a little lower than you would want it to be.
I mean, to me, it's one of those things that you stress it with active hands and just continuing. It's like a process throughout the entire year. And so, because you can't really control forcing turnovers. What you can control is, like, do we have active hands? Do we have deflections? Are we flying around defensively? And I think that's what we're doing. And so, hopefully that turns into, just more production from a turnover standpoint. But I like the I like the activity that we're playing with on the defensive end, which I think is more important.
Thank you, Joe.